Hey there. So my name is George C. Samuels, and today I'm just going to go over AI voice agents and chatbots, specifically lessons I've been learning from the influx of client requests for this specific service. So there are a few tools, key tools, that have popped up or emerged as probably the most useful, at least for now. And those are 11 Labs, N8N, Copilot Kit, and then a tool called Pinecone AI. Now, what each of them do, they have separate functions, but 11 Labs is more for the voice agent side. Of course, we have chatbots, but voice agents have really added another layer to the usefulness of chatbots by adding the audio layer. Then we have N8N, which is essentially a workflow automation tool, which is similar to Zapier or Make or Relay.app. Copilot Kit is really more about setting up an agentic workflow whereby you could leverage, any of the tools that I shared with you, but create an interface where you could have a chat on one end and an application actually changing its data based on what's happening in the chat. This is similar to what you see already with tools like v0.dev, Claude with their artifacts, lovable.dev, bolt.new, anything where you're chatting and stuff is changing in an application on the side. That's essentially what Copilot Kit can do, but it'll bring some of the information from your application straight into the chat as well, where you have more control. Then Pinecone, this is typically used a lot with N8N, right, which is this one. And Pinecone allows you to have better, more granular control over the data side so that you have clean data and knowledge to work with. Now, 11 Labs, I think, is the most interesting because they are really pushing the envelope when it comes to AI and audio. And if you want to see what it looks like on the inside, this is what 11 Labs looks like on the inside. And the agent side is found by going through to the conversational AI. Now, this is just an example of a voice agent essentially being applied to my website. So this is my personal website, right? And I was doing this as a test. And you can see Chat with AI George. If you click on that, you'll actually get an AI version. Okay.
Hi, I'm George. How can I help you today?
Yeah, hi, George. Can you tell me about AI voice agents?
AI voice agents are computer programs that simulate human conversation, understanding natural language.
Okay, so, that was essentially my voice in a voice agent, and that was used in 11 Labs. So I think what was really interesting is that people have actually been using this, and I'm surprised by the amount of dialogue people will have with your digital twin. And I think this is why a lot more people are looking to integrate it onto their websites. So this is just an example of what 11 Labs looks like on the inside. Now, if we go to N8N, N8N, again, is another workflow automation tool. It really is for folks who are a little bit more nerdy about setting up these type of workflows using a node visualization. Because if you're familiar with Zapier or Make, they have a different setup. And N8N also, I think, provides an open source version or self-hosted one that you can use if you want to save on money. But it's pretty powerful in the sense that you can do a lot of granular stuff with it, but it's very useful for setting up voice agents and chatbots for clients who want more of that level, right, of complexity. Copilot Kit, as I had mentioned, is another really interesting platform. Again, we can see here, if I go to the top, you can see a little bit of what it's doing. So you see the chat. You can see what's happening in the background on the right. And then you can see that the application data on the left, it's a two-way share of data. So what's happening in the chat can be pulled from the app. And then what is also happening in the chat, if you ask, if you request for some sort of action, it can update what's in the app as well. So it can pull and push information back and forth. And I think this is really useful for those clients who essentially want to have that level of control, again, from their chatbots or AI, even AI voice agents. Now, the next tool that I shared was Pinecone. And this is really useful if you're wanting to store knowledge in a really safe place, and especially if you're dealing with clients who have higher security or compliance needs. And I highly recommend Pinecone. But of course, there are many other solutions. It's just that Pinecone is one of the more popular options when using tools like NA10. All right, over here. So that's just a little bit of a rundown of the tools that I'm currently using with clients when setting up voice agents or chatbots. And I hope that was a little bit informative. If you have any other questions around, how to use these things specifically, just let me know. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.